Let's land some parry ripostes. Hello HEMA friends, and welcome to this new episode of our Arming Sword Beginner's Guide. Today we are going to give a look to some parry ripostes to start practicing this beautiful weapon with a partner. The first exercise works in this way. The defender invites the opponent in left breve, and the attacker instead is in right breve and wants to attack the defender with a thrust, which goes from right breve to center longa, so it's a center thrust. The defense is landed by moving from left breve to right breve or right frontale, which is enough to displace quite easily this kind of attack, a central thrust, which doesn't have a lot of stability, generally speaking, in terms of opposing the blade and keeping the line. After landing the parry, the riposte is landed by raising a little the right hand in right bicorno to land a imbroccata, so a right upper thrust toward the opponent's chest. This is the ideal solution and the ideal riposte in this kind of conditions. This action is beautiful and relatively easy to land, but it requires a little bit of precision in terms of timing, because you have to intercept the opponent's sword at the proper time, as the thrust is slightly harder to parry in certain conditions, due to the nature of the action, which is arriving directly toward us really fast sometimes. So pay attention to the timing of your parry. The second exercise works in this way. We are waiting for the opponent in right breve, inviting the opponent on our left side this time. The opponent attacks us with a mandrito fendente, and we are going to parry the mandrito fendente in posta di donna altera. The mandrito fendente, of course, can come from a right posta di donna, for instance. The parry in posta di donna altera is one of the most common parry while using this kind of weapon, so practice it properly. While landing the parry, we have to pay attention at the position of our blade, because getting hit anyway after the parry, it's a problem that may happen sometime if we don't raise our arm and our hand enough while landing the parry in posta di donna altera. After landing the parry, we land a mandrito fendente as a riposte. So we basically exchange the blow of the opponent with the same one as a riposte. Another solution that you can train from the same parry is to grab the opponent's blade. Pay attention to the timing, you don't want to get cut inside of your left hand. So stop the opponent's blade first and only then grab the opponent's blade. Then the most comfortable riposte to land is our verso fendente, which feels pretty natural and fast. The third exercise works in this way. We are again in right posta breve, which is a posta that you are going to use a lot while fencing because it is very comfortable. The opponent instead strikes this time a mandrito mezzano toward our head, or generally speaking our left parts. It may be the shoulder, the arm, or whatever. And we're going to parry this kind of action by parrying in frontale. Now pay attention, I already shown you this kind of thing in the previous video. We're going to parry in frontale, but with the tip slightly toward our left. So we go also a little bit over the opponent's sword. By placing our sword in this kind of position, it is easier to land our riposte, which is going to be a left high thrust in left bicorno, basically. So we parry the opponent's sword, we keep the bind if possible, which is easier to do if we put the blade in the position which I previously mentioned, and then we land the thrust toward the opponent. Ideally, we want to aim for the opponent's right shoulder, or generally speaking, the right part of the opponent's chest. If you feel that the opponent's sword is bouncing away from your one while parrying, it is most probably because you are not following the advice that I already gave you, which is putting your sword at an angle. The more you put your sword at an angle, so trying to go over the opponent's sword, the easier it is to keep the bind, and so it makes for you easier to answer with a thrust in opposition to the opponent. On the same kind of parry, it is possible to answer back with a roverso mezzano with the true edge. Now, this is generally speaking only useful if the opponent is rushing toward us, in a sense that the distance is closing, we do not have a lot of space to land our thrust. In this case, it is generally speaking ideal to land a cut. And in this case, again, the roverso mezzano with the true edge may be a good idea. Very good, people, we have seen a number of parry ripostes. In the next video, of course, we are improving our repertoire of exercises to train with our training partner. Thanks for watching as always. Remember to check my Patreon, link in the description if you want to support me and especially the channel. Remember to like and subscribe, which helps a lot too. Thanks for watching again, and see you next time.